Hey everyone, welcome to VL Astrology once again. And I'm Vanita. I welcome you all to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about Jupiter's transiting through the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. Dhanishtha Nakshatra owned by Mars. And as you can see the dates, they must be varying from the other astrologers who have maybe mentioned that it is going to be till only the May month. But it is going to be going to the Shatabhisha and then coming back in retrogression to the Dhanishtha Nakshatra again. So that is the reason my dates are different. And I will be discussing in this video everything. I will be sharing with you the Navamsa it's going to be moving into, the four Navamsas back and forth. I surely will be sharing the nakshatra transit, how your Janma nakshatra or the planets in your nakshatras related to Dhanishta, how are they going to be? If they are not going to give you good results, it's because they are forming a 3-5-7 relationship with Dhanishta nakshatra. So you have to check your Janma Tara, your Janma nakshatra, or the planets if are in the other nakshatras which are not in good dignity or not in good connectivity with Dhanishta. So I will be sharing this as well in this video, and I will be giving you the dates as to what is going to happen when Jupiter stays in different Navamshas. So how is it going to be? Stay tuned and do check the description box. I will mention all the dates in that as well for your kind perusal so that you can actually, check. Even the astrologers do take the help of the dates because I try to be quite precise. So if you are using the dates, it's perfectly fine because it is for helping you all only. And you must know that this nakshatra, that is Dhanishtha Nakshatra, is a very important transit. Why? Because it is ruled by Mars. Jupiter and Mars are friends, number one. We must not forget that. And in this nakshatra, we are going to be feeling the results as per the movement of Mars. And when the Navamsa movement happens, that is in Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, we have to see the rulers of the Navamsa and the results will vary. So coming to the dates, this Jupiter transiting through the Dhanishtha Nakshatra is starting from the 5th of March and it is going to be till the 2nd of January 2022. From the 22nd May to 20th of July, only for these many months, Jupiter is going to be in Shatabhisha. On the 20th of June, Jupiter will turn retrograde and will be moving backwards and will be coming to the Dhanishtha Nakshatra again. And that happens on the, basically, it starts from the 14th of September. And in that process, it is going to be touching the Scorpio Navamsa again, then Libra Navamsa, and then Virgo Navamsa. It will not be touching the Leo Navamsa. So the dates about the Jupiter's transiting through the Navamshas are, and the repeat Navamsha also I will be sharing. If at all you don't get it, and if you feel that you are not inclined to know the dates and all, you can just skip this portion and you can straight away go to the predictive or the, Navatara Chakra, that the Janmatara Nakshatra that I cover. So this channel, I would just like to tell you, deals with the sidereal zodiac, and this movement of Jupiter in Capricorn is sidereal zodiac wise. So if you think that this is a tropical zodiac and why is it not matching with the Western one? So it is because we are talking about the Vedic system of astrology. And I'm a Vedic astrologer, as you all know. And if you are coming here for the first time, do subscribe my channel. I do the monthlies, the weeklies, the the yearlies also. If you can go back and see my playlist. And I give short tutorials also from time to time. Whenever I get time, I love to teach. So in this nakshatra of Dhanishtha, there are 4 Navamshas we'll be covering. This Jupiter is going to be covering actually. So Leo Navamsha, this Jupiter is going to be from the 5th of March when it transits in the sign of Dhanishtha, in the sign of Capricorn, in the nakshatra of Dhanishtha, 5th of March to the 19th of March, it stays in Leo. 19th of March to the 5th of April, Virgo Navamsha gets active. So we can relate to Mercury here. in Leo Navamsa to Sun's position. And Sun will be also, I will be sharing the date, Sun will be in Pisces sign at that time. Mercury will be in Aquarius for a few days and then will be going to the Pisces sign. So we have to relate to those signs as well. Mercury's Navamsa, that is Virgo Navamsa, is also an important transit because Mercury will be sort of exalted here and then debilitated. So we have to see in Virgo Navamsa when Jupiter is in. From the 14th of September to the 21st of November, again, Jupiter is going to be in Virgo Navamsa. And that time, we will have this Mercury in retrogration. Mercury will be in Virgo and then will be going to Libra and then coming back to in demoted form in Virgo. So again, the dates are, going to be dependent upon the Navamsa position is dependent upon Mercury's transit. Then we have Libra Navamsa getting active on the 5th of April. So you will feel the results. Why I'm telling you the Navamsa, because you will feel the result of this Jupiter transit, the ones who are having Leo rising, Virgo rising, or, Libra rising or Scorpio rising, they will feel the results then. Or you have 6, 8, 12 transit, or of, Libra, Leo, or Virgo. So you have to check that way. So the results will be very different. It's not going to be confined to Capricorn only. That is why we have the bifurcations, and I go to the minutest level. Then we have in Libra Navamsa, 5th April to 24th April and 21st November to the 15th of December. Again, in Libra Navamsa. So we have to check the condition of Venus. Venus will be transiting through Pisces for a while and then for a few days, and then will be going to the Aries sign from 5th April to 24th April. Then would be in Sagittarius from the 21st November to the 15th of December. Will be going retrograde as well. So that is the condition of Venus. Then we have Scorpio Navamsa getting active, and we know Dhanishtha Nakshatra, Scorpio Navamsa double the Martian impact. So in Scorpio Navamsa, we have 24th of April till the 22nd of May. So Scorpio natives will feel the positive results when they have to make decisions regarding their job, their career, or any travel or any kind of communication. So they should be using 24th of April to 22nd of May and 15th of December to 2nd of January. So during the 2nd January transit, 15th of December to 2nd January, you have to be careful because in Scorpio, we have Ketu. So Ketu and then forming a connectivity with Mars. So this is a little, precarious one because you're prone to, accidents, you're prone to having problems with people, you can go aggressive. So you have to be careful with the Scorpio and Navamsa transit. So be careful. Now, coming to this transit, what exactly is Jupiter in Dhanishtha? What does this mean? We have been hearing a lot. You see, Jupiter is a very pious planet. Jupiter is not a planet who wants to work or is materialistic. No. Jupiter is about wisdom. Jupiter is about learning. Jupiter is about giving. It's a blessing after all. And when it goes to the Saturn sign, Saturn is a karma karak. So he feels very uncomfortable there because he has to now deal with the outside world. He has to be more materialistically inclined. He has to work. So any kind of teacher who has to work laboriously, then it becomes a problem, isn't it? He's not born to do that. A Brahmin is not born to be doing the Kshatriya job. So he feels very uncomfortable in this zone. In the Dhanishtha Nakshatra owned by Mars, Mars is a warrior. But Dhanishtha is is a nakshatra, which is a very pious nakshatra because it is ruled by Vasus. So it is actually about the sound, the hearing. That is what you can see behind me. It represents the rhythmic movement in life. I feel that this nakshatra is very pious and a spiritual nakshatra. I have actually seen in many horoscopes whosoever has a Dhanishtha connection with Moon, Sun, Jupiter, as a matter of fact, with Rahu, because we have two signs getting active. Two padas are in Aquarius also. Two padas are in Capricorn. So here, Mars, not Jupiter, Mars becomes very Um, it is to do with something which is excellence and goodness. I feel that this will bring about a lot of divinity, lot of culmination of energies. You will be able to understand what is happening around you, because you will get a lot of clarity. The 8 vasus that are there, the vasus are earth, fire, water, air, sky, sun, moon, stars, all are in this Dhanishtha Nakshatra. They culminate here. So whatever we have to, it resonates. Whatever sound you hear, whatever you do, it resonates. So this is like a foundational phase now. Because Jupiter is not a planet of materialistic growth, materialistic comforts. But here you will get that divine grace to grow materialistically as well, to grow spiritually as well. So utilize this transit for finishing off the task that you have been assigned, or whatever you are feeling is not been done. So this will be actually helping you complete all that. So this transit, I always feel, is a very big time support for the current scenario that we are in. It is going to help us all. We must utilize it to not just be materialistically inclined, but also spiritually we should be growing. So this will help us understand the patience levels of ours, how we look at the problems, because the Deva Guru, that is Jupiter, is going to be in a friendly nakshatra after all. So because Jupiter is not too happy in the sign of Capricorn, but it is not the peak of debilitation. It is in 5 degrees is the peak of debilitation of Jupiter. So in this, it means you might be feeling that it is the debilitation sign and we are feeling that those negative energies, but you must remember we need that divine grace to finish off anything we have started. And in this Dhanishtha Nakshatra, it is like all the energies are going to be getting together, and the divine support is also going to be there. And we are going to be having that sound vibrates in the space. Whatever sound, it is like, what is sound? Sound is the root of every element and every creation, isn't it? So with this kind of transit, it is definitely going to inspire you to change and to do things effectively. So utilize this transit, and it is definitely going to enhance your wealth also, because people think dhan means wealth, but I feel that dhana is the sound that you make will come back 10 times. So what kind of sound I'm talking about? What exactly the opulence that you want to become famous, to become a better human being, whatever you will give to the cosmics, that will come back 10 times. So utilize it. You will become much, much better in this transit, and you're going to be actually changing as a person as well. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the nakshatras, which are going to be feeling the negative impact. If at all you have these nakshatras you're born in, or the planets are in these nakshatras, then this Dhanishta transit would be a little difficult for you. Or you're having the dasha, suppose you're having the dasha of Ketu, Sun, Saturn, any of the planets. Ketu, Sun, Saturn are the 537 taras from Dhanishta. Okay, sorry, Dhanishta is from here, the third, fifth, or seventh tara. We have to check from your Janma Tara. So if you're born under Kritika, Uttar Falguni, Uttar Ashada, or if you're born in Ashwini, Maghamula, or if you're born in Pushya, Anuradha, or Uttar Bhadrapada, or you have any planets in these, then this Dhanishta transit is going to be a little difficult. So you have to be careful about your speech, your anger. If at all you're heading to any kind of surgeries, there can be some obstacles, there can be some blood loss. Be careful. So that is why, heads up, that is why the forewarning. I always tell you, if you are born under these nakshatras, then this Dhanishta transit is a little difficult. That is Ketu born, Sun born, or Saturn born. or you're running through the dasha or antardasha or pratyantar dasha of these planets. These planets are also going to give you a little bit of difficult results. So do make sure that you know the navmanshas. So during the 12 sign predictions, I will be sharing with you the dates wherein you will maybe, get very good results, or they can be the reverse also. So stay tuned for that, and take care of your well-being, take care of your health, take care of the prosperity, work through those energies. This is a very good transit for many reasons. It is definitely going to elevate you and take you to another level if you really wish to work on yourself, because Jupiter is a helping, it's a grace right now. We must use that grace. We must utilize that grace of the God. Okay. So I'll be sharing the horoscope, and then you will be able to make out better. All right. So this is, okay, let me make the chart South Indian, North Indian. Yeah. So that you can understand it better. So here we know that this is the day when Jupiter is going to be in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. So as I said, Mercury is going ahead and it's moving ahead towards Aquarius sign, and Jupiter is also moving towards Aquarius, and they are in planetary war also right now. When I'm making this video, they will be starting to get into the planetary war. So Dhanishtha Nakshatra is getting active for Jupiter and Mercury when this transit happens. So you have to be taking care of your education. If you have to plan any kind of communication or writing anything, buying your vehicle, signing any documents, you have to be careful when Mercury is at war with Jupiter. Jupiter wins though, but it will definitely be a little difficult for you to make decisions regarding your financials, also business, trade, and something to do with education. So, but Dhanishtha Nakshatra is very good for, it gives you courage. It gives you that energy and zeal and enthusiasm as well. Whatever said in Mars is Mars. And right now it is though conjunct with Rahu, but it is definitely going to give you that boldness and courage, the courage to win the competition exams that you're going to be sitting for. Now coming to the sign. Now let me start again because I was explaining this transit. Now coming to Aries sign first. So for Aries natives, this transit is going to be happening in your 10th house zone, and this will be giving you a lot of prospects and prominence and high standing in your career. Believe in me, this is a very good transit for you because it is your 10th house after all, which is getting active and in Dhanishtha Nakshatra, because even Mars is in the sign of Taurus, and Rahu and Jupiter are already forming a connectivity, and this actually gives you a lot of zeal and enthusiasm to complete the task you are assigned, with Dhanishtha Nakshatra being activated. So if you are into any music, any artistic bent of mind, if you have, so this will be very good transit for you. In case you have, this will actually help you plan the future, how you can pave the success your way. So utilize this transit. Ethical principles are very important to you. You're going to be doing something which is going to, help you accept the challenges and, pave the way to the success in the public arena. This is the zenith part where, where Jupiter is going to be giving you that clarity and will be giving you that fame as well. So utilize this transit. It is definitely going to be giving you positive energy and positive results. Now I have to give you the Navmansha positions. See, your Navmanshas which are going to get active in this transit of Jupiter in Dhanishta are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Scorpio is where Ketu is also there. So you have to be careful when Jupiter is transiting through your Scorpio Navmansha. So don't make any decisions from the 24th April to 22nd of May, 15th of December to 2nd January 2022. This is going to be a little tough for you. It might give you some kind of setbacks at the place of work, health issues. Be careful, take care of your liver, or there can be some scandal at the place of work, because we have to see the 10th house status, because it is related to 10th house. There can be some job change when Jupiter is in the Navamsa of Leo from the 5th of March till the 19th of March. There can be some job change we can anticipate. So if you have to make any kind of decisions regarding your workplace, change of place, or you want to command some kind of elevation at the place of work, you should utilize from the 19th of March to the 5th of April, 14th of September till the 21st of November. These are the dates you should be actually going into ask for an elevation, promotion, transfer if you're looking at. So that will really help you. Okay. Utilize these dates, because I give the dates. I know you will be able to make decisions during this time and they will not fall apart. That is why I'm concerned. I'm giving you the dates. So make a note. For Taurus natives, this transit is happening in your ninth house. So ninth house transit is definitely going to be giving you some, important shaping your it is going to shape your future in a very, you know, philosophical manner, higher education. Maybe you are going to be solving some, issues regarding your workplace also. Maybe your boss is changing. There can be that your knowledge is enhancing and you are going to be getting that kind of um, promotion. You can maybe become a teacher if you're thinking of. So for Taurus natives, this transit is going to be very good in case you are planning any kind of travels, going to somebody's house, to your relative's place. So this will be definitely going to be positive for you. I will be giving you few dates. You have to be careful. Uh, from the 5th of March to the 19th of March, this is going to be a little tough for you because it is in the, it's forming a 6-8 relationship here. So related to your journeys, related to your job, you can have some problem. Maybe, you're initiating any kind of education and, it is not the right path you have opted for, or you have to change it. So it's good if you change the path, it's fine. From the 19th of March to the 5th of April, then from the 14th of September to the 21st of November, this will be the time when you will be making very good decisions, and maybe you will be at the job. If you're jobless, if you're looking for a change, this will give you an elevation. If you have to initiate any kind of education, teaching, or you have to take some lectures, you can be doing that. Or maybe your children are going to be going to the foreign land, or they're going to be initiating any kind of education. So this is a very positive. The dates I will mention in the description box also, but you have to make sure you have to check Virgo Navamsa. So that's why I'm saying 19th March to 5th of April, good time. And from the 14th of September to 21st November, very good time again. Then you have to check 5th of April to 24th of April, then 21st November to the 15th of December. Now, this will be the time when you will have some kind of promotion on cards at the place of work. You will get some elevation, or you will be getting recognized. You might be inclined to learning a new instrument or something to do with music, dance, drama, something like that you're going to be getting into. So utilize this Jupiter's transiting through Dhanishtha Nakshatra and Libra Navamsa, which is going to be positive for you in many, many spheres. You will be having good relationship at the place of work with the, co-workers. Then you will be having some kind of news that you will be getting. You will be following a fitness regime, getting married, getting into relationship is also quite likely, because Libra Navamsa is going to get active. So maybe you're traveling and you come across somebody. See, I'm very sensitive about these predictions. When I'm saying travels, it could be any kind of travel. It could be short journey, long journey, wherever it is happening, people are traveling. So that is why I'm mentioning that. When Jupiter transits through the Navamsa of Scorpio, so that will be the time when Ketu is going to be there, and it's going to get active from the 24th April to 22nd May, and from the 15th of December till the 2nd of January. So that will be the time maybe you will have some tiff, some fight, or some kind of arguments often. I'm not saying every day, but you have to be keeping your mouth very, under control. Keep a check on that. You can have some problems with the people around you. outside you, apart from you. It could be anybody, your partner, it could be your dad, it could be your mom, it could be anybody, and it can be your brother, sister also. So you have to be very, very careful when in the Navamsa of Scorpio, Jupiter is going to be transiting through in the sign of Capricorn and Dhanishtha Nakshatra. So make sure that you are I hope you have made track of the Navtaras also. So I will be mentioning in the description box. That also will be actually helpful. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this transit is happening in your eighth house. So eighth house transit is going to give you financial elevation for sure. Of course, health part I will discuss again, but it is going to be very good for partnerships, marriage, inheritance. Definitely a positive one. You will be able to handle your money well, especially the money belonging to others. Because Dhanishtha Nakshatra is also wealth. Some foreign income can be on cards. Maybe you will be traveling and you'll be making business out of this transit. You'll be making more money. You'll be investing during this time, and you will be acquiring land also. Positive for you. Whatever ideas you are having, you might just uh, transform yourself, write them down, and you will be utilizing those ideas towards better. So it is very positive for you. You have to keep a check on your health, which I will be sharing with you soon. When Jupiter is transiting through the Dhanishtha Nakshatra in the Navamsa of Leo, that is from the 5th of March to the 19th of March. So make sure that you are going to be keeping a check on the communication part with regarding your wealth. Whatever investments you are making, you have to make sure that you do not go overboard during this time, especially. It is very good time from the 19th of March to 5th April, 14th September to 21st November. These dates you have to decide about your professional career growth, change of place. Quite likely that you will be making major decisions during this time. You should. If at all you have to plan anything, you should be doing it during this time. Positive for you. And then from the 5th of April to the 24th of April, 21st November to 15th of December. These are the two sets of dates that I have given you when Jupiter is transiting through the Navamsa of Libra. Now, Libra is a positive transit for you. It's going to be giving you some kind of connectivity with your children. Maybe you're planning your businesses about your children. Maybe you are going to be going and enhancing your work. You're going to be actually asking for a promotion. You will get it. If you are thinking of any kind of elevation, you will be getting it, transfer, or any kind of decision regarding your workplace, marriage-like relationship, romance. This is going to be very positive transit for you. So utilize it. And in the sixth house Navamsa, that is the Ketu is there. We know Scorpio Navamsa gets active on the 24th April to the 22nd May and 15th of December to the 2nd of January 2022. So you have to make sure that during this time, take good care of your health, eat right during this time. Do not have any kind of junky food, oily food, because it is ruled by Mars and Jupiter is in Mars's nakshatra also. The sign Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Ketu is already there. So you are, you can lose your weight also during this time. It's very good for losing weight, working out, do some exercise, transform your body, transform yourself. You can do that during this transit of Jupiter in the Navamsa of Scorpio. So we are doing the Dhanishtha Nakshatra and 4 Navamsas. So when in these 4 Navamsas of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, whenever Jupiter is transiting, you can check the dates. You will be feeling the results of 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, and 6th house related to the 8th house. The 8th house is the main. Okay. So we have to connect with that. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this transit of Jupiter happens in your 7th house zone. So 7th house suggests that the planet plays an important part in shaping good fortune in the marriage, in the partnership arrangements. You will be having a lot of openness, friendliness, benevolence to others. You will be imparting your knowledge to others, and you'll be helping them understand what is good, what is not, what is right, what is not. So your strong sense of justice also prompts you to always deal with others fairly, and you will feel that you are getting a lot in return. Whatever you will give, you will definitely get it back. It's not possible. If you give good, you will get good. If you give bad, you will definitely get bad as well in turn. Then this transit is also associated with material gains because Saturn is there, Jupiter is in Dhanishtha Nakshatra, Mars is going to be initially in Taurus sign, and it is going to be giving you some optimistic approach towards mending your ways in relationships also. But you will be wealth oriented. It's better to be growing spiritually also. Give some time to yourself, some alone time to yourself, improvise on yourself. I'll be giving you the dates of the Navamsas now, when and what are the results. Jupiter is not going to be in one sign, right? It is going to be divided into 4 Navamsas in one nakshatra. So it is going to be in the Leo Navamsha first, and that is your second house, but it is the 8th house from the 7th. So this gives some problems in relationship issues you have to sort out. So do not get into any kind of litigation or break of agreement, break of partnership agreement, or marriage like relationship also. Be careful. Then that is going to be happening on the 5th of March till the 19th of March. Okay. Then Jupiter is going to be in Virgo Navamsha from the 19th of March to the 5th of April, 14th September to 21st of November. So this will be the time when you will be having a good cordial relationship with your partner, with your spouse, in your love life, and wealth prospects also are going to increase because the earth signs are getting activated here. I have told you about the Mars's transit. You have to look at the Mars and the majorly Saturn, Mars, as well as the Navamsha's rulers. That is Mercury's transit. So whenever Mercury is in Virgo, you have to see what is the Mercury going to be giving you. So Mercury will be in the 8th house and the uh, 9th house during this time, and will be also in the other signs. So that I have already mentioned in the description box, you will get to know. So you have to take care of your speech with your partner, but it is good for financial growth. So utilize this transit during this Jupiter in Virgo Navamsha. Then in Libra Navamsha, it's going to be there from the 5th of April to 24th of April, 21st of November to the 15th of December. So this is also a good time to get into a relationship, sort out the things that you have not been able to. You will be very emotional in your relationship, and you will be maybe changing the place where you're staying, or you'll be buying a vehicle also, because Mars is the structure, it is the machinery also. So when you're buying a vehicle or a car, so we have to see 3 factors, that is Venus, Mars, as well as we have to see Mercury, because Mercury is communication, how you go from where one place to another. It's a travel also, it rules the 3rd house. So you have to see if you have to buy any kind of property, immovable property, or you have to buy any kind of vehicle. Do it during this transit. That is when Libra Navamsha is active. Then in Scorpio Navamsha, when Jupiter is in, so this will be the time when you will be making some arrangements regarding your investments again. Some deeper realms you'll be touching, or maybe you will be going in for stock and capital market investments also, quite likely. And it is going to be with Ketu, so there can be some problems in your love relationship, or there's a break in relationship also. So be careful. Jupiter, though, is a divine grace, but it is definitely going to give you some kind of hiccups here and there when Jupiter is transiting the Scorpion of Mancha. The dates are mentioned in the description box. I will not repeat that again and again so that we save time for others. Others are waiting. So we move on to Leo sign. So for Leo natives, this transit happens in your 6th house zone. 6th house is a very important house to shape you, basically, how you treat yourself in the world, in front of others, and how you shape your work environment. That is very important and a very crucial area. That is why 6th house is a very important. I feel it's a very, very important house. That is why it is a part of the Upchaya houses as well. You will be more inclined to take assistance and give assistance also to people around you during this transit. Utilize it. This is going to actually shape your career, how you behave with others, how you respond to others, requests and problems. So address the problems, because Jupiter is there and it's in Dhanishtha Nakshatra. Of course, it is about wealth. It is about resonating with the, kind of atmosphere you're in. So that will definitely be good for you to resolve the issues that you are going through and inspire others to resolve the issues they are going through. So this is definitely going to be a very positive transit. You're going to be having a lot of public image, enhancing of your, projects or any kind of work, looking after your health. Definitely enhancement is visible with this transit. So when Jupiter is transiting through the Navamsa of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, the dates are mentioned in the description box. So in Leo Navamsa, you will feel that you need to get connected with the outside world. You need to lose weight. You need to eat right. All those things will be heightened, and you should be taking care also, because it is, after all, forming a 6-8 relationship, from this zone. So you will definitely be focusing more on your diet and health during this time. Jupiter will be transiting through the Navamsa of Virgo, and dates are there. So in Virgo Navamsa, it is going to be transiting through twice. So this will give you some kind of bent of mind towards making money, growth, um, you know, how you combat the competition. The competition could be from the opposition. It could be you yourself, you're your competitor. So this is the time when you should be actually focusing more on yourself, uh, and check the inner realms, the inner you, where you are lacking. If you are lacking, how you can mend ways, how you can make things right, how you can connect with the outside world. See, this is the 12th house from the 7th. This is the loss of the connectivity with the world, basically. But at the same time, how you treat others, what kind of opposition you are, and how you combat those opposition, this is a very important transit. You might be having some kind of inclination to change the job during this time, when it, the Virgo Navamsa is active. So this is definitely going to be giving you some kind of um, inclination to change the job, or some name and fame comes your way, or there can be some kind of regularity or some kind of discipline that you'll be getting into. Libra Navamsa, when gets active, this will give you some kind of growth prospects again, winning over the competition. People will like you. You'll be having a lot of balance in your personality, in your thought process, spiritually inclined, and you will be very focused on the relationships also. So maybe, at the place of work, you propose to somebody. So this is the time when Libra Navamsa gets active. Check the dates in the description box. You'll get to know. In the Scorpio Navamsa, when Jupiter transits through, so that is your 4th house and the 11th house from Jupiter's placement, which is not a bad placement actually. But at the same time, this gives you, some kind of problems in relationship. You might have to rethink and redo or rework your schedules, your chemistry, that bonding with the people around you at the place of work, your competition, how you deal with it. All that you have to really plan. You have to keep a check on your speech as well. You can go rough, and that can hurt others. So you have to be very, very careful during the Scorpion or Masha transit. Definitely a better transit for you, because it is the Upchaya house as well. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo native, this transit is happening in your 5th house zone. And 5th house is, um, it shapes you, your ability to proceed, how you proceed in life. This is a very, very important house again, I really feel, because it's a Purva Punya house after all. So this will give you the strength to change your character, to modify yourself towards a better human being as well. So this will give you that, the privileged life you're able to accept, or the rightful due. See, there are certain scenarios we are not able to cope up with. We feel that, I want to give up. I don't want to move on with this. I don't like this life. All those scenarios, you will actually have that kind of, uh, now you feel that no, this is the rightful due, this is the due that I was supposed to, and now is the time to quit the karma. So all those thought process gets predominant with Jupiter, Saturn transiting through your fifth house. So you will have lot of support from the luck factor. The planets are going to be favoring you with Jupiter in and looking at the ninth house also. So this will give you a lot of higher purpose and lot of uh, inner drive to grow grow in your personal as well as professional life. I would say that this is a beautiful transit of Dhanishta Nakshatra. You're going to be having that kind of zeal now, whatever you have been giving up on, now you're going to get that back, that energy, that, zeal back. Just a matter of couple of days, when I'm making this video. So this will be giving you that kind of a, growth. Fifth house, gives good success in the professions like teaching also, if you're into politics or you're into ministry or entertainment business, you're very creative also during this time. So, or if you are into any kind of music, dance, drama, creativity, so this will be a very good positive transit for you, and it will give you more significance. You will find, or progeny, if you are, it's like a procreation. So how you procreate, it is something which you have to figure out. It could be children, it could be anything, any music maybe you create. So all that is quite uh, you know enhanced when Jupiter is in Dhanishta in the fifth house zone. Also, we have to see the Navamsa position. Jupiter is going to be in the Navamsa of Leo, then it is going to be in the Navamsha of Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So when it is in the Navamsha of Leo, the dates are mentioned in the description box. Please go through that because I can't be repeating that every time. In the 12th house and forming a 6-8 relationship. So you can have some problems in, enhancing or figuring out what exactly do you want. So there can be a little bit of confusion during this time. So don't give up. It is going to get resolved. Things are going to get better in the due process. So do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on the thought process that you are going through. It will definitely mature. It will definitely, the clarity will be there sooner. So when you have to deal with the foreigners, be careful, take care of your speech. You can go a little rough, but you're very creative. So utilize those creative energies rather, going haywire. Jupiter will be transiting through the Navamsha of Virgo also. So in Virgo Navamsha from the 19th of March, 5th of April, 14th September to 21st of November, though I mentioned the dates in the description box. So in Virgo Navamsha, you will be very materialistically inclined and you will make good amount of money as well. You're going to be quitting a lot of karmas during this time. You will be maybe, quitting the karma means that you will be completing um, the past life purva punyas like you have come for. So this Dhanishta Nakshatra, because there are, 8 Vasus which are involved. The Vasus are involved. So you get that divine grace. You will get to know why you are here. That revelation is going to be there for sure. So utilize it in Virgo Navamsha especially because it's the Artha Trikona. After all, we are here for materialistic growth. We want to, just our bent of mind is how we enhance our material comforts. We want to live that kind of life. But remember, ultimately, our goal is the spiritual growth. Being in the Grahastha ashram, we have to be inclined towards that material growth as well as spiritual growth. So you will get a lot of revelations during this time. Utilize it, and this is going to give you quite a creative bent of mind as well. You will maybe have having that creative bent of mind to make money out of money. Okay, in the month of Libra, this will give you again the growth prospects at the place of work, some new projects, looking at the projects in a different perspective. Maybe you will get another angle and you will clarify a lot many things. In the Scorpion Navamsha, now I'll be speeding up, I'm so sorry. Now in Scorpion Navamsha, this is going to be again giving you some kind of elevation at the place of work, or it is going to be giving you some travels. and it is going to be giving you some investments which you are going to be making and making a lot of money. So in Scorpio Navamsha, you have to be just one thing you have to be taking care of is your speech. You can have some rough speech and it can be hurting also, because Mars will also be joining Scorpio sign soon in the by the time this Scorpio Navamsha again gets active in the 15th of December to 2nd of January. So make sure that you take care, keep a check on your speech as well. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. Okay, I've covered Virgo. So for Libra natives, this transit of Jupiter happens in your fourth house in Dhanishtha Nakshatra, and fourth house plays an important part in shaping a devotion to home, family, and this is something which is going to be taking you to the formative years, what you learned, what your parents taught you. You're going to be paying more attention to the childhood days, during this time, and maybe you will be learning a lot from your mother. So Dhanishta Nakshatra is in Mars Nakshatra, so maybe your siblings are, your parents like siblings. Sometime it happens, they guide us through. So maybe you will be having that kind of influence. And because of these kind of, uh, this is an advantage to you, the learning process never ends. So if you want to pick up this kind of, time when Jupiter is in Dhanishta, you should utilize it to make your, skills better, enhance your education. So this will actually be good for you. Definitely, it is going to be giving you some kind of elevation. And at the place of work also, you will be recognized for what you're doing, and it is definitely going to be giving you some kind of connectivity and bonding with the co-workers as well. And you will be devoting more time at the place of work, maybe even more with the energy and the zeal that you have. Also, we must see the Navamsha positions of the planets who are transiting through the nakshatras. Now, here Jupiter is transiting through Dhanishta, and it is going to be divided into four padas or four charans, four subdivisions of Navamshas, and it's going to be in the Leo, Virgo, and Libra and Scorpio Navamsha. So it is going to be definitely positive for you when it is transiting through the nakshatra of Navamsha of Leo. You will be making decisions regarding your workplace, travels, you will be maybe investing and making money. So you should be utilizing the Leo Navamsha transit. The dates are there in the description box, 5th March to 19th March, especially. In Virgo Navamsha, there is back and forth going to happen. So that is why two sets of dates are there. One is 19th March to 5th April, and the other one is 14th September to 21st of November. So this is the time when you will have foreign connectivity. You will be maybe traveling, or you will be going away from your homeland or your home place where you are, and you will be going for some work or getting connected to the people who are going to give you some kind of business. So for business prospects, they are going to be on the rise. Definitely a positive transit for you. And in the Libra Navamsha from the 5th of April, 24th April, and from 21st November to 15th of December, this is also a positive one. You will be making decisions regarding your home change, place change, where you are living. You're going to be maybe, if you have to plan your travels, if you have to plan any kind of purchase of property, you should be doing it during this time. Definitely a positive one. In the Scorpion of Mansha, definitely in the 11th house from Jupiter. So this becomes from the 24th April to 22nd May, 15th December to 2nd of January. So this definitely is going to be giving you some problems in financials. Do not go get carried away in investments. This is not the time to make decisions impractically, because Dhanishta is a very practical, nakshatra. So you have to be practical and do not get carried away and just start pumping money in your business, blindly. Be watchful, and with Ketu there, you will have some, detachment also with your family. So make sure that you are paying focus and attention to your family members, and you're spending some time with them as well. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio natives. So for Scorpio natives, Jupiter is going to be transiting your third house. Third house is the eighth from eighth. Okay, number one. Now, this is also very important this is your subconscious mind. This is the optimism, philosophical bent of mind, spiritual bent of mind. With Jupiter transiting there, definitely it is good for education, philosophy. If you want to learn and specialize your, uh, skills, so this is definitely going to be giving you that bent of mind, writing, publishing, communication. So this is basically one step further to your education. So maybe you will receive uh, some support from your siblings. So take that. It is going to be giving you that kind of benefit in the long run. So being a beneficial planet transiting through here, it is going to be giving you some elevation at the place of work also, some transfer on your way. So maybe, you're going to be talking to your bosses about this. So make sure that when Jupiter is in the Navamsa position, also good Navamsa position, make that decision. In Leo, Virgo, Libra, as well as Scorpio Navamsa, Jupiter will be transiting through. So this Jupiter is going to be in Dhanishtha Nakshatra for a long time. For a short duration from 22nd May to 20th July, it is going to be coming back it is going to be in Shatabhisha Nakshatra, Rahu's Nakshatra. But after that, again, it is coming back to Dhanishta. So we must not forget those times also. We must make the best use of this transit in the Dhanishta Nakshatra, two padas in the sign of Aquarius and two padas in the sign of Capricorn. So when it is in the sign Navamsa of Leo from the 5th of March to the 19th of March, you can make decisions regarding your investments also and your place change also, and talking to the authorities. Get connected with the authorities. Make the best use of your writing skills during this time. Be creative. In the Virgo Navamsa, it is going to be in two sets. That is from the 19th March to 5th of April, 14th September to the 21st of November. So again, it is a positive transit for sure, for investments, for making money, for your spiritual growth also. I would request you to work on yourself, how you can grow spiritually, until and unless you are having all the desires fulfilled. So you have to form that kind of mindset that my desires are getting fulfilled, otherwise there's no end to it. So once you decide that, with this Jupiter transit, it is definitely going to help you. It is going to drive you to that way, to that path. Jupiter is going to be in Libra Navamsa from the 5th of April to 24th of April. Then again, it will come back to 21st November to 15th of December. So in this transit, you might be making decisions, major decisions regarding your workplace, your job culture. Might be that you change the strategies and you are going to be successful. Definitely very good time for relationship, initiation of any kind of project, initiation of any kind of creative energy, capability that you have, which is hidden. So you can just bring it out. Definitely a positive one. Uh, and then Jupiter is going to be in Scorpio, Navamsa. You have to take care of your health. You have to decide about your investments, whether you want to do this or you don't want to do this. Don't get carried away. Make the right kind of decisions with the Scorpio Navamsa, especially because it is not a bad transit, but at the same time, it is going to give you some headaches, some blood flow. It can give you fevers, and it is definitely prone to accidents as well. So be careful about this transit of the mantra of Scorpio. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this Jupiter's transit is happening in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra in your second house zone. So this is definitely going to be giving you some kind of inclination towards your change of attitudes towards money, material issues, and sense of worth. You're going to change your perspective. You have to stick to your basic life, because this is also the family values. So what kind of family values do you have? That is very, very important to see. Otherwise you will have some problems in if you leave whatever your mainstream, if you leave it, then it is going to be very difficult. You have to stick to your foundations. You are definitely going to be fortunate in your property, in making wealth during this time. You might be spending freely, expenditures are on rise. Be mindful. Do not just go overboard in financials. You can have some self doubts also. I've seen people having a lot of doubts on others and on their own capabilities as well. So don't have that. Just uh, be more be more cautious and be more careful about the negative energies that you're carrying in you. That just offload that. Okay. Jupiter is going to be in the Navamsa, four Navamsas of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So these Navamsas are definitely going to be positive ones, all of them. So if you have to make any kind of decisions regarding your travels, investments, because it is the second house, mainly second house, which is active, your Capricorn is the second house. So from there, if you see, it is related to financials, it is related to family. So maybe some kind of change of place is possible, buying of property is possible, investments during this time is possible. So the dates are there. It is definitely going to be positive, and it is in Virgo Navamsa as well as in Libra Navamsa. So if you have to make decisions regarding your planning your budget, or planning your expenditures, planning your income investments. So you should be going in for the Virgo Navamsha as well as Libra Navamsha. In the Scorpio Navamsha, there can be too much of expenditures, or there can be a break in relationship also. So be careful. You have to be very careful about these things, do not get carried away. I think you can wait for that duration. The dates are in the description box, when Jupiter is going to be in Scorpion of Mansha. So the dates are very, very important. If you make decisions regarding the dates that I've mentioned, it really works. It really helps to make major decisions. If you make decisions on the wrong time, though these are general ones, but yeah, definitely they help. So if you feel that they are not matching up, you have to make a note. That effort you have to make, that okay, in Scorpion of Mansha, what happened, I should not be making decisions regarding my travels, I should not be going overboard in investments, I should not break up with my girlfriend or a boyfriend, I should be mindful, I should be careful. Okay. Coming to the sign of um, Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, it is happening in your first house. First house is what? Personality. It is going to be looking at the, Jupiter is looking at your fifth and the ninth house also. We must see the aspects also. But yes, it is in the nakshatra of Mars, which owns the fourth house as well as 11th house. Definitely a positive transit for you, and it is going to be giving you some broad-mindedness and optimism, and you will look at life in a brighter way. Definitely, it's a very good transit for you. Don't be too self-indulgent, because Jupiter over the Lagna makes you egoistic as well. So over the Lagna, when Jupiter is, and that too in the aggressive, planets nakshatra, that is Dhanishtha. So you can be more self-indulgent and extravagant also. So be careful. There can be that you can gain weight, so work out, because it is the Dhanishtha Nakshatra owned by Mars. So you should work out, you should sweat it out. So whatever your convictions, religious belief systems, or the morals that you have, you must stick to them. This is the time you can go haywire, because Jupiter is whatever said afflicted. It is in uh, debilitation sign, and will be going to the second house as well in Aquarius. Though I will be making a separate video on the same, but you will be actually relating your, maybe education, your growth, your travels, everything to your, your self development. So utilize this transit. It's a very positive transit for you. I would request you to utilize it to make you a better person, grow spiritually, get more spiritually inclined. I'm not saying sit in front of the Lord and just chant and sing hymns. No, that is not spiritualism. Spiritualism is that do not harm anybody, donate whatever kind of help you can extend to others, teach others, educate others. That is something which you have to be doing. Spiritualism is that, according to me. Everybody has a different definition, but I have this kind of definition where I do my karma. I am going to be imparting the knowledge that I have. I'm going to be making videos and sharing the problematic times. If it's not a problematic time, what are the good times? How can I help you? So that is my karma. I'm trying to do that. And in the Navamshas of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, it's going to be in the Leo Navamansha, you have to be taking care of your health, because Jupiter is in your first house. So liver, you have to take care of your blood related issues. If at all you're thinking of any kind of change in your, change of place, so you should not be doing when Jupiter is in Leo Navamansha. The dates are in the description box. Please go through the dates. In Virgo Navamansha, that's a good transit for you. It is going to be going twice in Virgo Navamansha. Definitely positive for higher learning, self-growth, self-educating yourself. It is definitely going to be enhancing you as a person, elevating you. Then in the Libra Navamansha, it is going to give you elevation at the place of work. You'll be changing, maybe your bosses change, or the seniors change, or the department changes. If you're not being transferred, or if you're not being, if you're not changing the job, at least your department changes during this transit, because Libra is getting active. In the 11th house Navamansha, that is, it's going to be in the Scorpio Navamansha. You have to take care of your investments, your relationship, your, love life. You can have some troubles there. So be careful about that at least. Then, of course, Jupiter is in Mars Nakshatra. I've given the dates when Mars is transiting through the signs. So you will get to know about this nakshatra. Mars is going to be transiting through different signs, and when it is going to be transiting the sign of Scorpio, you have to be careful at that time, especially. Will be in debilitation sign also. Mars is going to be transiting through. I will be mentioning all the dates in the description box. Please go through that. So take care when Mars is transiting your, for you, especially in your sign of debilitation, that is Cancer, and in Leo in the 8th house. So these are the two transits I feel will be a little difficult for Mars's transit. Okay, Mars's movement. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius native, Jupiter is transiting through your 12th house zone. So 12th house with Saturn also there in Mars's nakshatra. Mars is the third and the 10th lord, after all, in the 12th house. So new projects are coming your way. Maybe you're very introspective and you're very meticulous and creative, and you're going to be thinking of, different ways, different techniques to make money and elevate at the place of work. So definitely it is positive. It shows a willingness to extend assistance also to others without expecting any reward, because Jupiter is basically the ruler of the Pisces sign, and this is the 12th house. So definitely a positive transit for Jupiter in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. It is going to be giving you that kind of, extravagance, where you are, uh, generously distributing your knowledge. You're charitable, so utilize it. Your creative abilities are heightened. You should actually be thinking in a different perspective, a different arena you should be choosing, you should be touching, so that you modify the results of, if you're not getting the results, you will be able to modify and get the results. There are certain times, you don't change and there's monotony. So you should break that monotony, and then you get the results. Jupiter will be transiting through the Navamansha of the 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, and 10th house. That is Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So during these, the dates are in the description box. Do go through that. I will be sharing with you the dates after this video is over. So when, because it's a live session. So in the 7th house Navamansha, you can maybe get connected with a foreign land. You might be picking up a course to enhance your education, or maybe there is somebody you're getting connected in the foreign lands, and they're going to give you some benefits. Okay, so be more vocal and be more communicative with them. Do not close yourself in the shell. In the 8th house Navamansha, that is of Virgo, this will give you some kind of travels and making money also, because 8th house is also making money out of crypto and stocks, shares. So the Rahu energy is also there, so it will definitely give you that kind of bent of mind. Others money, you know how to make money out of money. So all that is going to be positive. In the 9th house Libra Navamansha transit of Jupiter will give you some relationship with a person at a religious place, or maybe you're traveling, or maybe there is some relatives or your, guru, or at a guru's place, you meet somebody, your partner. So this is definitely, and you're going to be maybe going in for higher learning, higher education also. So you come across somebody there, and there is a good, some kind of rapport builds up. Suddenly, you gel well with people. So that is also quite likely during this transit. In the 10th house, Navamsa, that is Scorpio Navamsa, Ketu is already there. So you have to be taking care. Maybe, at the place of work, somebody changes, some bosses leave, and you are very disheartened. You are heading to a promotion, and that promotion is stalled. So you have to be, very careful, be watchful. Do not get disheartened. Things are going to change after some time again. So do not lose that hope. Okay, things will improve gradually. Then Jupiter is also forming a connectivity with Mars. So check Mars's transit. When Mars is transiting through the sign of Scorpio, that's the time you have to be careful about your personality, how you speak with others. There can be problems at the place of work. People just disown you. So be careful, of your speech. You can go a little rash. So take care. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this transit is happening in your 11th house, and uh, Jupiter is in Dhanishtha Nakshatra, and it is ruled by Mars. Mars is the lord of your second and ninth. Positive for you because it's a positive graha for you. In the trine, when it's holding the cabin, it's fine. So this is the time when you will be having some kind of inclination towards friend circle, more forming a connectivity with the friends, taking their help and enhancing your skills, learning more, or you know you're being very philosophical in life, and you're going to be taking their advice to grow in life. That is also very positive. Actually, your financials are going to increase. In case there is something that you are not organizing yourself, or you're feeling that the discipline is haywire, plan it. You have to organize yourself. Only then the money increases and the money flows. So that is quite likely with this transit. You're as it is a natural organizer. You're a natural planner. So utilize this transit to achieve bigger goals, bigger support. Maybe you're a politician and you do well, with this transit of Jupiter in Dhanishta, definitely. And you are the elevation is there. Spiritual elevation is there as well, with Jupiter in the uh, Dhanishta Nakshatra in Saturn sign. Saturn is boundary, restrictions, and Saturn rules both the signs, and Jupiter is going to be transiting one by one. And Dhanishta Nakshatra, two padas are in Capricorn and two padas in Aquarius. So definitely you're going to be actually thinking about growth. You're thinking about your how you can become a better you, how you can help others. Definitely you're going to be charitable more, and you're going to be getting connected with your community, and you're going to be seeking their advice as well. So when Jupiter is going to be transiting through the Navamsa of Libra, that is the time you have to be careful about your, advice that you're seeking. Make sure that you scrutinize your friends, you scrutinize the advice that you're getting. Do not get carried away. Be practical. You can go emotional haywire in relationships, or you can go emotional or you can get swayed away by what the others are saying. So you have to be having that, you have to have that composure, rather than going overboard in making decisions regarding your financials and your love life also. Okay, be creative, be more down to earth, and be more receptive to the and sensitive to the environment you are in. Do not get carried away. External forces definitely, they pull you down at times. So you have to be what you are. You have to figure that out, that you have that capability and capacity to make your own decisions and take the right decisions. Jupiter will be in the Navamsa of Scorpio as well. So that will be the time when you will be having some, elevation, growth in your love life. Also, things are going to improve. Your philosophical mind is going to be giving you that light to spirituality as well. So go on, read Bhagavad Gita, read scriptures, some pets which enhance you, beautify your life. Utilize this transit. All the transits are mentioned, the dates are mentioned in the description box. Please do read that and listen to the initial summary part as well. So this is it for the transit of Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, and the Dhanishtha Nakshatra, ruled by Mars. So this is going to be a culminating energy: Jupiter, Mars, Saturn. And then the Navamsa of Surya, Sun, Mercury, then Venus, as well as Mars. So we have to see these combinations and we have to see where they are in our chart and what kind of dasha are we running, and then we come to the conclusion and the results. So this is the culmination time. Utilize this transit. It is definitely a positive one. And please make sure that you know the dates. These are the right dates that I've given. If there is any discrepancy that you feel, you can always reach out and check with me. All the dates are mentioned in the description box after this video gets rendered. I will be sharing with you. So stay blessed. Have a great transit. Om Tat Sat.